Yes. And speaking of where you're from, I was born in Ghana. And just as I was there actually in January,
I saw
all
that.
of
I saw
yeah,
photos. Yes.
all of January, and I hadn't been there like in over 40 years. So being back was a little nerve-wracking, but as soon as I got there, it just like I felt like I'm home, which is the strangest feeling. I haven't been there in a while since I was little, and so I felt like I was at home, and I realized that even just and I realized that a lot of things have changed in Ghana, which is good, but there's some things that are still like just being held on to that is actually detrimental to the well-being of the nation, you know? But the interesting thing is we have a new president, and this president is making changes, real good progress, good changes. But again, people are fighting it because remember, Africa has a lot of freedom there, but there's also corruption. So the people that are corrupt are in high places. So when this new president comes along,
Right. Right.
yeah, and I don't care, I'm going to say it. Someone could just give me trouble or whatever for saying this, but Africa, we need good leaders, and we need to get rid of some of these people in high position that are corrupt. They're taking things from the people, which they shouldn't, and they're saying that they're for the people. But this president is wonderful, and he's doing new things, and actually, this year was the year of the return. So our president opened the Ghana borders
The
to
Ghana
all,
border to a
yes,
lot of Ghanaian that's been
there and
yeah,
U.S.,
the
African
diaspora
American,
to
yes,
return.
to
Yes.
return
Yes.
to
I've seen that.
Africa, to return to Ghana, you know, and if they want to stay, they can
They
stay
can stay and make a home.
or make a home there to feel that this is your home, which, you know, if you trace back ancestry, their home was basically Ghana. Obama went there, remember at
Yeah,
the,
I remember that. Yeah.
yeah, the castle, he
I was
went
there
there.
at the YMCA. That's when we were. Yeah, we were still at
Yeah,
the YMCA.
yeah. So he's making a lot of changes, and I was so happy and proud of it because being Ghanaian, African, have been away from home a long time, and going back and seeing that, yes, there's this a president that cares, and he's surrounding himself with people that care about Ghana, that's a good thing. So it makes me want to go back. Yes, yes, definitely.
Oh, that's
Definitely.
amazing.
Yeah.
So you're in Ghana, and what's like the first thing that goes through your mind when you land, you get off the plane? I know it's always nerve wracking trying to go back, but like, what's the first thing that goes right through your mind when you get to Ghana and
Yes.
you're like, oh man, this is Africa. This is where I'm from. Like, how
Wow.
was that?
That's a good
That's 40
question.
years. 40 years. That's a long
Long
time.
time. That's a good question. When I landed, the first thing I did was I looked at the plane that I had just landed because I remember the plane taking me to Canada when I was little with my oldest sister.
How old were you
I was 8 years old when I left.
when you left?
When I left with my oldest sister. Even my youngest sister has been back. She was born. My youngest sister was born in Toronto, and she's been back like 3 or 4 times. So I was like, what took me so long? But everything happens for a reason. So when I landed there, I looked, and on our plane, it says Akwaba. And in our language, that means welcome. So Ghana has always been a very welcoming nation, which is positive, but it can also be negative because then different nations will come and like the British nation came and they stayed there for the longest time and all these, you know, of course, the slavery and everything like that. But they're very, very welcoming. Yes, they're very, very welcoming. So that was the first thing I saw on the plane, Aquaba, and then just this feeling of freedom, which is so strange because I haven't been there in a while, and I've heard stories about Africa and this and that, all these things on the news that it was so false because I felt freedom and I felt a sense of peace and at home. And the air, the smell of the air brought memories back. I don't know how, some memories that was like when I was little, locked away, hidden away.
Right.
Oh, yes. Yes, and then even tasting the food, the water just like triggers that memory of that. And I guess that's why I would like to go back again. And actually, we're going to try to make another trip with my sister and her family and a friend of mine who is from Africa too, but she hasn't been there for a while.
Okay.
So, because when I came back, I could not stop talking about it in the pictures too.
Right. I seen the pictures.
Yes, yes, yes.
I seen those pictures.
And that was not even, half of the pictures I took. I wish, like, how pictures doesn't, they always say pictures does not do justice, right?
Right,
Like, you
right.
can't unless you're there. Gorgeous, gorgeous, beautiful place. Like, places that, like, I don't know if the people that live there really appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
But being born from there
Mm-hmm.
and leaving at an early age and coming back, I was like, this is gorgeous.
Wow.
This they will never show on TV. And maybe that's a good thing, because if they showed all the beautiful places, probably everybody will be there. Everybody will be going there, which is,
Right?
yeah,
The economy was
yeah,
shooting
we're
right up.
just, yeah.
Yeah.
So, in due time, I'm sure in due time. But yeah, that was the first feeling I got, just the freedom and just like being at home. It was quite amazing.